guys, welcome back to my channel, Spirituality with Gabriella. Today we are doing a reading on what you need to know, messages from Spirit. So if you're looking for some additional clarification on your next steps in life, then this is the video for you. If you like my content, please give me a big thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos like this, just subscribe to my channel. Okay, let's get started. So what I'm going to ask you to do is pick from one of these three piles. We have pile 1 with the Quartz, pile 2 with the Turquoise, and pile 3 with the Amethyst. So take a second, turn your thoughts inward, and just focus on a pile that speaks to you, and you can find the timestamp in the comments below. Okay, group 1. So I picked 4 cards for you guys, and we have Judgment, the Two of Wands, the King of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles. So I'll go through these quickly and let you know what Spirit wants you to know. The first card is Judgment. Judgment is all about a fresh start and new beginnings. So if you've been kind of feeling a little bit like, oh, I'm not that happy with where I am in life, or you've been feeling like something new is coming into your life, then that is definitely what's happening. Judgment is about starting completely fresh. The energy is shifting and changing. And it's a good card because it symbolizes transformation and rebirth. So maybe you have a business idea that you haven't executed yet and you want to try it out. Now is the time. So definitely be open to these new opportunities because something is coming into your life and it's coming in strong. Next, we have the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is also an awesome card. It's all about strategy, planning, success, and being willing to work hard. So whatever it is, group 1, you guys have a plan. You're willing to execute it, and you're looking to make your dreams into your actual reality. So maybe you've been kind of brimming with ideas, or for the last few years, maybe you had some plans that never were fully executed. Well, now the energy is shifting and changing, and it's a really good time for you to actually put those into practice. So basically, Spirit wants you to know that if you're the type of person who's been writing your ideas in a notebook or just testing some stuff out, but telling yourself, oh, now's not the time. Well, actually now is the time, and you can't afford to wait any longer. And once you start going down this new path, it's going to be a very fruitful and positive path for you. Next, we have the King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles is all about financial reward and success. It's about stability, it's about having a good foundation, and it's really about achieving your dreams. Group 1, it seems like all of the stuff that you've been planning and all of the things that you want to put into action are also going to be financially rewarding for you. And I know that this is a bit of a weird time with our world right now, but I really encourage you to look for those opportunities where you can market yourself and you can actually take your next step, because you have a path in mind and now you just have to execute on it. And once you start executing on it, you're going to start making money from it. So this is honestly a really good reading. Next, we have the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is about enthusiasm and approaching this project with a genuine desire to do it because you love it. It seems like group 1, you guys have a lot of ideas. You have an entrepreneurial mindset. You should use that and make sure that you are enthusiastic about what you're doing. And if you are, which it seems like you are, then you will get a lot of money from this eventually. So just remember that we are at the beginning now of your journey. This is a whole new change for you, and there will be some loose ends to tie up. But it seems like a really positive path is coming for you guys. And I would just encourage you to keep fighting for your dreams, because you have good dreams and they're all super important. And you definitely have the power to bring all of those dreams into the world. And the time is right now. So what I'm going to do for you guys, group 1, is I'm going to pull some clarifying cards from my Angel Therapy deck, because this reading is about Spirit and what Spirit wants you to know. So I'll pull those now and we will get you some clarification. Okay, group 1. So I've picked 4 clarifying cards for you guys from my Angel Therapy deck. And I'm honestly so excited about this reading because I feel like you guys have a real gift and you have something that you're going to share with the world, and you are going to do it soon, which it just makes me excited. So I'm really happy for you guys. So the cards I picked for you are Shield Yourself, You Are a Powerful Light Worker, Throat Chakra, and Workshops and Seminars. But what I'm going to do is talk about how these give us some additional clarification on our reading. So the first one is Shield Yourself. And as you guys know, we're in a very weird time in our world right now. So there's a lot of odd energy floating around, not only with health, but also with feeling insecure, anxious, uncertain. All of this is a real thing in our world right now. And you may be feeling this way, or you may have people around you that you're living with or interacting with who are feeling this way. That could be virtually over the computer, or it could be in your own home. So what this card is saying to you, you do have some kind of energy that's seeping into your auric field that you're going to want to cleanse. And so in order to do that, you need to shield yourself. And it's very easy to shield yourself. I'm also a Reiki level 2 practitioner. So what I would advise you guys to do is every morning, if you can, meditate for 5 to 10 minutes. And then once you're done with that, just say intentionally to yourself, I do not give anyone permission to take my energy. This energy is mine alone, and I hope I can use it to help others find their inner light. This is a positive way of protecting your energy, making sure that nobody else's energy is going to come into yours, because you only have a certain tank of energy, so you're not going to be wanting to give it away. Just like a car, you need your tank of gas, and so does everybody else, and they can't be taking your energy from you and vice versa. So very important for you guys, Group 1, to protect your energy. For you, it's especially important because you are going to this new beginning, and basically what this is saying is that in order to bring all of this goodness into your life, you need to first start by protecting your energy. So make that a daily practice. It only takes 5 or 10 minutes, honestly. Saying it alone takes like a few seconds, so that's really good. The next card I picked for you guys is You Are a Powerful Light Worker. What this card means is that you have an amazing ability and gift that you need to share with others. And you might have been telling yourself like, oh, I can't do that, or you might not be believing in yourself, or maybe, as I said before, there may be people around you who kind of cause you to doubt yourself sometimes. But this card is all about your power, and it's a power that you were brought to the universe with, and it is your obligation and your duty to share it. So you have this amazing ability to share whatever it is with other people, and I think it's very important that you do this verbally, vocally, that you're very authentic to who you are. So Group 1, definitely remember, you have a strategy as well, You have a strategy, you have a plan, and you have ideas. So now is the time not to doubt yourself, but instead pump yourself up a little bit, give yourself some positive comments, even do some manifestation. Like, think about the goal that you want and just manifest it by visualizing it in your mind. So what I would suggest for you guys is, if you are protecting your energy every morning, if there's a certain thing that you want to bring into your life, think about combining these two visualizations. So one is protecting your energy. The second is visualizing that thing working out for you. And I think that if you do this every day, you're going to start to have a really positive impact on your life, your energy, and also your ability to achieve your goals. The next card I picked for you guys is Throat Chakra. This is a really interesting one because what it suggests to me is that the way that you're going to make money is actually through sharing your teachings verbally. And it does suggest that right now, you need to open up your throat chakra. Many of us have these issues. I also need to do this as well. There are exercises to do this, by the way. So even like practicing vocal exercise is really helpful. But on a higher level and an even like broader significance for this card is that you need to be authentic. So you have all these awesome ideas and plans, and you just need to make sure that you stand by them and that you do them. And don't tell yourself that you can't do it, because you can. You are going to make a lot of money doing the thing that you want to do, and you have all the power that you need. So just make sure that you really focus on authentically speaking your truth, sharing it with others, not shying away from doing that, and also opening up your throat chakra. There are a bunch of exercises online, and this is gonna be a really good path for you. It's gonna put you on a path to success for sure. And the last card, group 1, which is very connected, is workshops and seminars. So the spirits have been sending you a message that you are going to be speaking publicly or doing some kinds of workshops and seminars. So maybe you've been thinking about getting better at public speaking. Maybe you have been focusing a lot on, creating a class or giving an online tutorial. The message from Spirit is that that is exactly what you need to be doing, and just continue with that path. And one of the ways to do this successfully, again, goes back to the visualization, is whenever you're doing this kind of energy work or meditating, whatever feels best for you, visualize yourself giving a workshop or a seminar or a class, whatever it is, and visualize the participants being really happy and feeling really fulfilled and really grateful that they came to you and that they got your divine teachings and messages. Because what this card is telling you is that your life purpose is connected to teaching, and it's connected to doing it vocally, because you got 2 cards here about your throat chakra. One is the chakra itself, and one is how you're going to use it. What you can also do, group 1, is that you can call upon your angels. So Archangel Michael is really good at helping you take your power, and you can literally just say, like, Archangel Michael, please help me take in more power. I'm using it with pure intent. And through doing that, you can see positive blessings coming into your life. And then with your throat chakra, to open it up, Archangel Gabriel is in charge of the throat chakra. So you can ask Archangel Gabriel, like, please help me have opportunities that I need to do public speaking, or the tutorials or the classes I need to take to get better at this, or meet the voice coaches that I need to work with to get better at this. So group 1, just remember that you guys have an amazing path ahead of you. You have so much entrepreneurial spirit, ability, you have plans, you have a lot of money ahead of you in your future. And in order to get that, and in order to be truly happy, you're going to have to protect your energy and make that part of your daily practice. You're going to have to open up your throat chakra, and you're going to have to listen to what Spirit has been telling you, which is to do workshops and seminars. And just be confident in yourself, because you're going to be amazing at it. So thank you so much, group 1. I hope that you guys enjoyed your reading. And if you have any questions, then leave me a comment below. Thank you so much. Okay, group 2, welcome to your reading. So I have picked 4 cards for you guys. Here we have the Hierophant, the 4 of Pentacles, the 8 of Wands, and the 10 of Wands. So I'm going to go through these one by one and let you know what this reading means. So the first card I picked for you guys is the Hierophant. The Hierophant is a really interesting card because it's all about stability in the status quo. So you may be a person who isn't really wanting to shake things up. If there's a set of rules, you're going to follow those rules, and you're just going to go with what is expected of you. And this can be a very good thing in that it means that you are quite a stable person. Other thing that this means is, if you get this card now, like right now, this very second, is not the time to shake things up. So if you had another idea in the back of your mind, like maybe you were thinking of launching a business, unless it's like a extenuating circumstance, which I know we're already in, our whole world is, I would advise just kind of being stable, going with what you have right now, and making the most of what you have. As a Hierophant usually means just stay where you are. Don't make too many movements, because something may be changing in the future. You don't know yet. So don't kind of like try and shake things up when you don't need to. Next, we have the 4 of Pentacles. The 4 of Pentacles is all about stability as well, but this time it's about financial stability, and it's also about control. So group 2, you guys might care a lot about having control over your finances, and this can be positive and negative. So positive in the sense that you're probably financially quite a wise person. Like maybe you're just very aware of what's coming in and out of your bank account, and you're looking at the transactions, and you may also be thinking about how to make more money. It can be negative in that right now in your life, you might be feeling like you have to hold on to what you have. You can't afford to share or be kind of generous with what you have. So what I would say about this is just watch yourself. If you find that you're being a little bit selfish, a little bit greedy, or even jealous of other people because of what they have, then definitely pause and keep yourself in check and remind yourself, the universe works on this law of karma. What you put out, you will get back. That does not mean I'm advising you to spend your money. It's not like that at all, but rather just be grateful for what you have, approach what you have in terms of gratitude, and don't only focus on material wealth, because there's a lot of other good things that are in your life, like I'm sure relationships, which are good. Maybe you have a stable job, maybe you, I don't know, have creativity and innovation that you want to use in the future. So think about the other positive things and don't become too attached to the material alone. Next, we have the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is a very different card from the other two that I've showed you already. So the Eight of Wands symbolizes a change, and literally these wands are like hurtling through the air. So this change is going to come at you very quickly. Things are going to happen fast, and it can be normally quite a positive thing. So normally it's something like there's been a shift where you've been given more responsibility at work, or you have started something new and maybe you were interviewed on a podcast or something, and then from that one podcast you blow up and become a sensation. So this is very possible, and part of the reason I said don't shake things up yet is because this is in your future. I don't know when it's going to happen, but the spirits want you to know that it is going to happen. So just kind of brace yourself and make sure that you are in a place to be receptive of this, because once it happens, the energy is going to be electric. It's going to be exciting. Your calendar is going to start to fill up. You're going to be doing a lot of informational phone calls and stuff like that. People are going to want more of your time and your attention. So just be ready for this change. Take the quiet time while you have it, because I think things are going to change pretty drastically. And at first, the pace will seem quite hectic for you. Next, we have the Ten of Wands. And likewise, the Ten of Wands means overcommitment sometimes. So it means that you have a lot of stuff on your plate. You're carrying a heavy burden. And it also means, by the way, that you've been quite successful. So this is a good thing, group 2. You have some kind of change, and within this change, you're able to pull it off, but you might be left feeling quite drained and quite tired. You will be able to carry this burden, but you're going to also want to intentionally start thinking about delegating and sharing work with others, because you can't just do everything and put everything on your shoulders. You'll just get totally exhausted. So think a little bit once you know what this change is and what it requires of you. Be ready to plan. How are you going to shoulder this burden? How are you going to share it with others? How are you going to ask for help? Group 2, it sounds like there's some exciting stuff happening in your future. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to pull some clarifying cards from the Angel Therapy deck by Doreen Virtue, and we will get you some additional insight on your reading. Okay, group 2, so I've picked some clarifying cards for you guys, and I'm excited to go through them with you. Picked the Law of Attraction and Crown Chakra. I had to pick 2 clarifying cards for this. Listen to your intuitive feelings, mediumship, and the heart chakra. So let's go through these. So the first one I picked is the crown chakra. And the crown chakra is all about literally your connection to the divine. So for those of you who aren't so familiar with chakras, the crown chakra is at the top of your head, and it is your connection to spirit, to your angels, ancestors, allies, all of those who are watching over you. And this card suggests that you've been getting ideas and feelings and interpretations that are coming to you, which is good. It also suggests that you need to unblock your crown chakra. So I will be posting some Reiki meditation videos later, but in the meantime, what you can do is just make sure that when you meditate, and I suggest that you do meditate, focus on your crown chakra and just focus on a purple light like going above your head. And in doing so, you're going to open up that chakra and you're going to ensure that you get a lot of ideas, creativity, basically the guidance that your spirit and spirit guides want you to have. This is also interesting in connection with the Hierophant, which we talked about before. So it seems to me, group 2, like you guys have a lot of ideas, and what I would suggest you to do is write them down and take a note of them. Because even if you're not using them right now, this very second, there is this change coming, and you're going to have to put them into practice soon. So, as I said, enjoy the quiet time now, but definitely open up your channel because you are a very strong person. You're going to have a lot of stuff going on in your life, and I want you to be prepared for it. Now, I had to ask for some clarification as well because I was like, should they be doing something? Should they not be doing something? They're getting all these ideas, but they're probably in this like stable job or stable situation. So what I got is the law of attraction. So this makes sense because the law of attraction is all about your energy is like shifting and changing. So here's an example. Maybe you work like a very process oriented job or you have like a very stable job, but you're becoming more attracted to things that are like entrepreneurial or kind of like shaking things up or innovative or creative. So maybe you feel like there's kind of some things that are not totally in line in your life right now, and that's perfectly okay. You can also see this a lot with relationships or even like what you eat and the kind of clothes you wear. So if you feel like you're kind of going through this change, but the change hasn't fully started yet, like it's a little bit of a mental shift, then I would say that's very accurate. And by focusing on these new things, you're bringing that new energy into your life. So it seems like you're still a little bit in the early stages of this shift, but I can see that this change is coming for you. So again, group 2, I mean, manifestation and focusing on those things that are attractive to you is going to be really important right now. Now, next I listen to your intuitive feelings. Stress on the intuitive, that's very important. You probably at this time have been getting thoughts and maybe you're kind of like brushing them away or thinking like, oh, that's not important. Or it's very possible that you're even seeing like repeating numbers and like signs from your angels and your spirit guides. So what this means is just like listen to those things and don't brush them away, because now is a really important time to be in tune to those things because the energy in your life is changing. Once this change comes for you, it's going to be pretty fast. So make sure that you are receiving these messages and that you are doing so in a place of acceptance. You might even be feeling like tension in your body, for example. So sometimes, when we are nervous or anxious, we tend to like clench our stomach or we tend to have really tight shoulders or something like that. What you can do just to relax yourself is at night or when you're kind of in a calmer state, just lie down, focus on that muscle group, literally ask your muscles, like, why are you tense? Like, what is the issue? Maybe it has to do with your career, your relationship, your goals, your dreams, your destiny, whatever it is. So listen to those messages, and that will allow you to understand, where you can kind of focus more of your attention. So the next card I got for you guys is mediumship. And mediumship is one of my favorite cards in this deck because it's a beautiful thing. So mediumship is, your connection again to spirit, to above, to your angels, very similar to crown chakra. Although mediumship also has to do with people who have passed over. So this is such a cool topic. I used to do a lot of like research on this and read tons of books on this. You have some kind of soul connection to people in your life who have already passed over. Maybe it's grandparents, maybe it's someone that you've lost recently. Whoever it is, you're getting messages from that person. And I want you to know that those are real messages. They might come in the form of very small things, like maybe you're seeing a repeating number a lot and not really paying attention to it. Well, now is the time to start paying attention to it. You're going to go through some change. It is on a soul level, it's a change that you need to go through. And that getting these messages from through mediumship is actually going to help you adjust with that change. So, all of this stuff about connecting with a higher power, with opening up your crown chakra, all of that, and listening to your feelings and law of attraction. I mean, you guys have so much stuff which is about just opening up your channels, opening up your chakras, and dealing with this change, and it's really going to help you. So, you are literally on the brink of this cool transformational time, which is really awesome. And the last card I got for you guys is the heart chakra. The heart chakra is all about love and acceptance. And if you are in a place right now where you kind of feel like you don't have a lot of that, then a really good way to approach this, and it's going to sound weird, but just do it, is to buy some roses and keep them near you for at least a few days. Inhale their scent, like have them around you, because they bring a lot of energy of love, and it's not like passion or like physical love that we're looking for. Rather, it's like acceptance and unconditional love. Maybe you haven't been fully accepting of yourself lately or others around you. So I would encourage you to focus on this, because by doing so, it's also going to help you deal with everything that you're going to have going on. It seems like your life is going to get busy pretty quickly. So be ready for that, and be ready to do it with all of the support that you have around you. Group 2, I am so excited about this reading because you guys have so much like spiritual energy and connection that you can really make the most of. So make sure that you are doing some like deep meditations. You can check out the meditation I posted recently. Make sure that you are ready for this change that is coming, and just accept that energy and focus a lot on love, acceptance, and openness, and you will do great. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Thank you so much for watching. All right, group 3, let's see what Spirit has to say to you guys. So I've picked 4 cards for you all, and I have gotten the 7 of Cups, the King of Swords, the 10 of Swords, and the Page of Swords. So I'll go through these quickly. So the first card is the 7 of Cups. The 7 of Cups is all about feeling like you have all of these ideas and all of these fantasies, and seeing how amazing and awesome each of them might be, and just not really feeling sure of which path to go down. So it's very possible that you have all these like cool ideas, but you're not really putting them into practice yet. And what Spirit wants you to know by showing you this card is it's very important not to lose yourself in fantasies. Instead, if you have those ideas, you need to channel them towards doing something practical and start to understand like, what are the building blocks of my next goal or my next mission, and start to kind of like sketch that out. Because once you do sketch that out, you're going to start to achieve what you're meant to. Right now, it seems like you're in a place where you just like can't decide, and you don't know if you should go right or left kind of thing. Start to kind of break down all those ideas and just think very carefully about which one makes most sense to you. Next, we have the King of Swords. The King of Swords is a very different energy. It's actually all about intellect and being sharp and being logical. And this could be you, or this could actually be an advisor. So it is very possible that you hire someone to help you with this decision making or this situation, which might feel very messy at the time. And the King of Swords is the type of person who will help you kind of cut through all of the excess information and will help you make a solid decision. This shows up a lot in terms of business, but also law and finances. So this situation could even be something like, you know, your taxes are confusing you and you need to consult your tax advisor, and you don't know if you should do this or that, or if you should use your money this way or that way. This is of course just an example, but I feel like once you get this consultation, it's really going to help you. So look out for people who can help you. If you feel that this is you, and if you feel like you are able to weigh all of the different options and think very carefully about which one makes most sense for you, then that's awesome. And you're definitely going to get the clarity that you need. You're going to change your attitude to be one of like just kind of dreaming into actually weighing the odds and making a plan. So that's what you're going to want to think about, is like making a plan. Next, we have the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is an interesting energy because it does symbolize endings. So it seems like group 3, something in your life is not going to stay the same. In doing so, though, it also symbolizes new beginnings. It's like something in your life has to end in order for something else to begin. And this is a energy where even at the time, it will seem like painful for this thing to end, and you're going to feel like quite lost and quite unsure of why this is happening to you. But after it happens, and after you have a little bit of time to think about it, you are going to understand why it happened the way it did. And you're going to see how that ending actually put you on a new path. Sometimes things happen to us and we're just like completely lost and confused about why that thing happened. But in this case, it actually seems like good things are going to come into your life through this ending. And maybe it's just that the ending will inspire you to actually like use your ideas and really put them into practicality. The last card I picked is the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is a really good card to get next to the Ten of Swords. By the way, you have a lot of sword energy. Look, these are all 3 swords. So a lot of like intellect, judgment, arguments, logic, a lot of that stuff coming into your life and being a focus. But the Page of Swords is a really good card because it's all about a renewed passion, and it's all about being like so excited about something. You're ready to just charge ahead and get it done, and that energy is going to help you be successful. So group 3, it seems like, you know, once this ending happens, whatever it is, you are going to have this like renewed sense of focus, and you're going to be acting as if you're like this young warrior who's out there ready to slay any monsters in your path. You're just going to get it done. I think that this ending is actually the push that you need in order to go down that path. And that if you don't have this ending, you know, you could be kind of like debating things forever. So I would just encourage you to think about, you know, like, what are the best options for you? What do you truly care about? And then you'll be able to go down the path that speaks to you. So what I'm going to do now, group 3, is I am going to pull some clarifying cards for you guys, and they are from my Angel Therapy deck. So we'll get some additional messages from Spirit and your angels. All right, group 3, I've picked some clarifying cards for you guys so we can get some additional insight on the cards I just shared with you. We've got vegetarian, vegan. Have you asked your angels for help with this? Third eye chakra and goddess. I got 2 here. And visualize success. So let's go through these. The first one is vegetarian, vegan. And this card is all about taking care of yourself in terms of how you're eating. So I know that right now we are staying at home, we're in quarantine, and you probably don't have your like favorite foods available to you. But when you eat healthily, you're also impacting your energy. So you are bringing more clarity and balance to yourself and your life. And it's very important that at this time you're eating like healthy leafy vegetables and things like that. In doing so, you're actually impacting, believe it or not, your decision making. So if you're struggling with having too many decisions in your life, practicing a healthy and clean eating diet is really going to help you get to the next level or get to the next phase. What I would like you guys to do, group 3, is be a little bit more intentional about what you're choosing to eat, and think about that, because in doing that, you're going to actually impact your clarity, your focus, your productivity, and of course, your decision making. We have you asked your angels for help with this? And this card is one of my favorite cards in the Angel Therapy deck, actually, because it's just a really good reminder that whatever decisions you're trying to make, or wherever you feel like you're kind of lost, you really need to ask your angels for help. Whether, for you, it's angel, spirit guide, God, whatever it is that speaks to you, ask that being for help because they have a lot of clarity and they'll be able to kind of put you on the path that you need to be on. And if you're curious how to do this, well, sometimes it's as simple as just before bed, doing a short prayer, asking for help intentionally, even writing down your wishes in a journal and, asking your angels in your mind, can you please help me with this? And saying very intentionally, I open up my energy and I accept your help. Lead with the request, but always end with gratitude. And it seems like you have a lot of stuff going on in your mind and you want some clarity on it. So by asking your angels, it will actually give you that clarity and that logic that you need. Keep in mind that your angels put certain people and situations in your life in order for you to go down the path that you're meant to go on. So this person or this decision-making strategy that you have, whichever it is put there for a reason. So like I had that weird example about the tax planner, that person would help you kind of get back on track. If you feel that this is you and you got clarity from your angels, and that's awesome, then just keep asking your angels for guidance, especially as you're going through the change that is coming up. So I got third eye chakra and goddess. So I'm going to talk about goddess first. Goddess is all about it's all about feminine energy, actually. So you're probably a very creative person, and it seems like you have a lot of ideas and a lot of inspirations, and you might not be using all of those things on a day-to-day basis. So goddess is about embracing 3 different parts of yourself. One is like the childlike person who, you just kind of sit down and you imagine and you innovate and you just have fun with that, and you need to do that every day. It's super important. The other is like the nurturing person. So just like, feminine energy is very motherly energy. So make sure that you have those opportunities in your life to nurture something or someone, because it's really going to help you make sure that you're living out your purpose. And then the last one is the teacher. And you, especially group 3, having all of these ideas and being able to draw upon your angels for help, you'll be able to actually help others too through teaching them what you know and teaching them how you're practicing this and how you're kind of getting more clarity in your life. So try and just draw upon these energies and try and express your creativity. Like now is a good time if you've been thinking, oh, I should be painting on the weekends instead of like using my computer all the time. Now is actually a good time to do that, and you probably have the time to actually sit down and paint. So make the most of it and make sure that you are staying creative and staying true to yourself. We also got the third eye chakra, and the third eye chakra is a really cool card because the third eye is all about the center of your intuition. So it sits between your eyebrows, and this card is basically just saying that, you want to be creative, you want to work with your ideas, and either you've been pushing yourself away from doing it, or you just haven't felt like you have the time or mental space to think about these things. This card is actually encouraging you to make sure that you focus on these ideas and that you bring them into your life. So definitely at least use your weekend time to do something that speaks to you and make sure that you're doing the stuff that makes you happy. Lastly, we have Visualize Success. And Visualize Success is a great card because it's all about manifestation. So there is a law of attraction. That's how our universe works. So if you visualize what it is that you want to get, the outcome that you want to get, as if you have it already, like literally imagine, like if you want a job at, Facebook, then imagine what it's like to work at Facebook and focus on doing that every day. Or if you want to be really good at singing, I'm just using that as an example, then imagine yourself singing in front of an audience and everyone just like loving what you do. So especially as you go through this change, which is coming for you, you're going to be renewed with this new energy, and part of the fuel for that energy is to visualize your success. So make sure that you're using the law of manifestation and that you're actually practicing this and seeing yourself be successful, because then you will be. All right, group 3, I am so proud of you guys. I feel like there's a lot of cool ideas that you can put into practice and a lot of opportunities coming up for you. So just remember, stay logical, stay practical, ask your angels for help. That's super important. There is a change coming. Remember to stay creative during that time. Remember to visualize success and just believe in yourself and know that you're going on the right path, and trust that with your full intuition, and you will do great. All right, I hope you enjoyed your reading. Thank you so much for watching. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching today. I hope that my reading gave you a lot of clarity and purpose so that you know what your spirit guides want you to know, and that you feel confident about your next steps. If you like this reading, please give me a big thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos like this, just remember to subscribe to my channel. The button's down there, so make sure to click it. All right, guys, have a great day. Namaste. Be well.